Hi there, folks, and welcome to another episode of Michael in the Backyard. Well, the 4th of July is quickly approaching. Got a couple more weeks before that hits, though. And if you guys remember where the chicken house was, look at the amount of weed that has grown where nothing has grown for decades. But one thing that needs to go is this hickory stump. It's a pretty good size one. Just to give you an idea, this is my size 12 shoe. 13, I guess. This is 13 shoe. So it's a good size stump. We need to dig it out of there because the next project is to grade all this land down right here. And it doesn't look like much, but from right here where I'm standing, if you go in front of this lean-to here, and then you stand right here and go up to that stump, there's probably a 3-foot rise at least. Now I want a slight grade upwards this way, but I also want a grade that goes this way toward the pond. And from where you see the tip of that boat over there, tongue of that boat right there, back around over to here, and all the way toward the pond, I want to grade it so it's like this and only slightly uphill this way, all the way to the side of my shop eventually. So the stump is in the way, preventing grading. Otherwise, I can just, let Big Moe get after it. So let's get on here and fire it up and get some stump removal happening. You gotta love this drink holder that was in here when I got it. It's just some old can. Works perfect. I'll take it. I gotta straighten out my muffler here eventually. I caught it on a little bit of a limb and kind of went, but we need to break the bolts loose and down at the base and adjust that eventually. All right, a little bit of throttle here. Alright, we'll buck it up. Gotta always make sure the outriggers are up. Alright. All right, folks. I'm not sure how that time lapse went before it got dark, but I ain't kidding you, this stump is heavy. Let's just say I understand why you would stump grind something versus digging it out of the ground. Difference is here, I've got to dig this down quite a bit to do some, let's just say, some reshaping of my land here. This is it. I dug all the way around it. I got it broke loose. I got it lifted up part way and I got a chain under it. It is so heavy with all that dirt and everything on there. It would not, the tractor wouldn't pick it up. I had the forks in as tight as I could get, and I had the, got the bucket in there. I chained it, I curled it, and the hydraulics wouldn't pick it up. It's just that heavy. And I've lifted some heavy stuff with that bucket. That would be the absolute heaviest. It wouldn't pick it up. It's heavier than the previous stump I'd done. So I pulled the forks off. I smell a skunk. I hope it ain't near here. I sure as hope my dogs don't tangle with it. But so it's time. I pulling the forks off the tractor right now, and I had a reamer. I'll show you here in a minute. I had a reamer that I'd turned the shank down on so it fit in my 1/2-inch drill, because I drilled all these holes when I had put the forks on here to 5/8 for the 5/8 pins. So I actually took the reamer now and opened these up to 11/16, so there would be a little bit of play, because there's no reason for it to be as tight as it is. Now I'm going to attempt to set this down and let's just call it my version of the quick detach. And then I'm going to attempt to see if I can get the rest of that stump out of the ground. Hi there, folks, and it's the next morning, a few days later. We're making some headway. Check this out. My grandson having some fun. One of several grandchildren. Got a new mini bike, one of them Coleman's. Picked it up the other day. My wife was sitting on it and it fits me, and it actually will ride me pretty good. And that didn't sound right. It'll carry me well. Anywho, it's a ripper. And little 5-horse on it. And I'm not bragging on the Colemans. I'm not even sponsored by the Colemans or anything like that. But it's I call that one the Red Lantern. He's trying to get some air. Yeah. Hits a little bump in the yard. He's having fun with that. He gets loaded up before he hits a fence, hopefully. But it's been so far so good. Last experience a buddy of mine had with a Coleman go-kart is 10 minutes and the engine seized up. And we ended up doing a Predator swap on that in another video. And but yeah, they've been running that. They're on its 3rd, 4th tank of gas now. They're just ripping and getting it every day. They've been here. I watch him using the back brake, sliding it around. Not on purpose, not always, but anyway, they're having fun. Keeps them entertained. And when I was a kid, I had mini bikes and stuff like that, and that was the best time ever. So that's what we always. Since we moved here on the property, we've got we now have 2 little 50cc 4-wheelers, and we have that mini bike now. And then the kids bring the grandkids over, and they would bring a go-kart or a mini bike or whatever with them, and we just let them have a ball. My one daughter goes, "You're tearing up your grass." I'm like, "The grass will come back," but it ain't nothing compared to what I'm doing to the grass. For sure. All right, so let's catch you up here. Approximately where that puddle is right there is where the stump was. Now I was thinking I'm digging a deep old hole, and then you saw me grade down into the hole, yeah, to get that stump out and roll it out because I couldn't lift it. I ended up taking the backhoe and rolling it up the hill, then pushed it off the cliff over here. Now this area here, right here, the at the tree line, the mow line, it drops off harsh and goes down into a ditch. We're probably 15 to 18 feet deep off this cliff right here right now. And that's how deep that is. So that's where I've been pushing some dirt and the concrete and stuff like that to, make me some more flat land. So there's an orange stripe on that tree right there. That's level, just to kind of put in perspective. So between that tree and then we come out here past the feline parade, there's an orange line here, and there's some orange. Let's see here, get my finger pointer. There's some orange painted on the grass right along there. That's grade that I want to get to. This is downhill to there, to that 3-foot mark on the tree. It's 3 foot, about 3 foot worth of fill I'm having to put in here on that tree. And we're coming around, and I got orange marks. I've driven over this so much I can't see the orange marks. I'm hoping this will dry out a little bit today. We got some rain last night, kind of slicking things up. But right here, I've got a +1 in the grass. And then what I'm trying to bring everything up to, glad this grass is wet. I can clean my feet off a little bit. Is right here is where I've been setting the transit level. Right in this area here. And you look this way, now you can see some of the stuff I'm doing. Cats are following me around. I'm thinking they want some food. Probably need to feed them this morning. We're making grade across here. Trying to get all this leveled off and actually tapered a little bit to the right, like leaning like this. So I want to fill all this in and make this whole back area into a parking lot. For what? For my boats and any other projects. And just nice flat ground to park things on, drive on, and whatnot. So to kind of put it in perspective here, it's funny watching him shake his foot. He's walking through the mud and he shakes his foot. That's toast, by the way. So right here, there's a ditch. And to put this in perspective, right about there, it's about 3 feet deep right there. Now, back over here to grade, level, I want this over here to be about 1 foot high. Those orange marks represent 1 foot higher than grade over here. And then we walk on over here. Just get through here so you can see. I know the camera doesn't do it justice for the depth of the ditch, but let's just say if I went in right there, I can't just jump out. Get him, Mert, get him. He's running. Like, mini bike quit running. Wonder if we got a man down. I'll have to check on that. Oh, he's doing big circles. Get him, Merc. So over here, you good? Do you wreck? Chain? Did the chain come off? All right, I'm gonna come over and take a look. Looks like we have our first dechaining. So right here, there's an orange line right here. Now the sun's gonna be kind of gnarly on us here. Come on, Cloud, get back in here. But so that's 1 foot low, lower than grade there. So that's what I've kind of dug a trench through here. And our trench represents the grade I'm going for, which seems crazy. But, and it looks so out of whack, but until I get it cut down, this whole thing here is a big knoll. That's all right here. And I actually kind of brought this down to almost grade in this area right here. And I've kind of played around digging in here, and then I realized it's just going to puddle on me. So I'm going to get a trench and keep working that trench this way, and I'll keep working the hill down and work left and right of where I'm at right now. That's the plan. I'm not what you would call an excavation expert. And do I have the right tool for the job using my 550 backhoe? Nope. It's a tool I have though. So I'm working with it. Ideally, a track hoe, bulldozer would be to move this amount of earth that I'm moving right here in a small area would probably be the most ideal thing to use, but I don't have that. So, like I said, we'll use what we got. So I just thought I'd show you the progress and the plan. And on the next video, hopefully I'll have some more done and I'll catch you up, because my goal is to flatten out all that off, put me some geotextile matting down over that whole area, and then use the Brew Thunder, the dump truck, and haul in all my 3/4 to fine gravel to pack in there. Now I got a buddy of mine, his name's K6 Outdoors. He has a channel, check him out. He's got a Mahindra Max that has a box scraper and all that fun stuff. So when I get this close to level, by the time I get done where I think I'm close to grade, he's going to come in with his box scraper and finish me off and, you know, make it nice and flat. So what we got going on here, partner? Chain jumped off, huh? Oh yeah, we're gonna have to loosen it up to get that back on. All right, that's the first time it's jumped off. Well, it wasn't crazy tight when I got it, but I knew it would stretch, which apparently it has. So it's time to adjust it, put it back on and adjust it, and we'll lube it. This is my grandson, Braylon. He's gonna be, you breathing hard. That was a long push from there, wasn't it? You know how far I'm gonna push it? How? No further than it's sitting right now. Let's go grab some wrenches and see if we can get it put back on. Hey, give it a little bit of gas. Give it a little bit of gas, a little bit. A little more. More. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. Give that a whirl. Go up and around. There you go. He's off to the races. Well, it's always good to get them up and going again. Keeps them entertained and all that fun stuff. What deal? First injury of the new mini bike. Chain came off. Not a big deal. Gets a little loose. Things get a little crossed up. Who knows? He might have picked up a stick. Plenty of sticks to pick up and kicked it off. Now she's ripping. Oh yeah, here he comes. Top speed on that Joker's 21 miles an hour, and I think he's hitting it on the regular out here. I actually did it on flat ground on the street with my GPS on my phone, and that's what it hit. So, all right, folks, we'll keep grading, and I'll keep you up to speed of what's going on in the backyard. Yesterday, I did a lot of maintenance on it. I shouldn't say a lot of maintenance. I replaced a few grease zerks that weren't taking grease, and a couple of broken grease zerks, and we got the thing all greased up, so she's 100% ready to rock and roll. We're up to about 17 hours on the hour meter now, I think, since the big repair and the putting on the doing all the front end work. When I say front end work, I'm talking we did the the pump, pump, radiator, hoses, all the new stuff, thermostat and everything. It's been running, knock on wood, running pretty flawlessly, so I'm pretty happy about that. So he's getting a little bit of air off that jump. He's the daredevil for sure. Talked about building a ramp, but I'm not sure that's a safe thing to do. He's getting real comfortable in that mini bike though. He'll wipe out. That's how you learn. Hopefully we don't break any bones. But we got a lot of maintenance done on that Joker, and I'm pretty happy about it, the function of it. I am learning that sometimes just trying to dig with a no-tooth bucket, you can't dig always really well unless the ground's really soft. But that's what the backhoe is about. The backhoe, I can go in there, loosen up, make some piles, and scoop that up, and just keep moving forward. So thanks you guys for tuning in this morning. I'm glad to be a part of your life. I enjoy you guys watching. I enjoy looking at the boss is looking down from up on high. All right, well, here's Michael saying thanks for tuning in. If I'm lucky, I'll see you on the next video, and if it ain't broke, fix it till it is.